Morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. I'm Sergeant David Lee with the Integrated Homicide Investigation Team. With me today is the Mayor Vanderbroek, Chief Superintendent Galabayani from our LMD office, and Inspector Steve Wade from Langley Detachment. To start off today, we're going to give you an update, and Mayor Vanderbroek will go first.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's with a very heavy heart that I'm here. I'm Mayor Val Vanderbroek, and we are here on the unceded territories of the Katzie, Kwantlen, Semiahmoo, and Musqueam First Nations. I'm here with a heavy heart. We had a tragedy this morning in our neighborhoods in the city of Langley. And our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to all those affected families and friends of those that were involved. I want to take this opportunity to thank the RCMP and EHS for responding quickly. They did their jobs, and they did their jobs well, and we appreciate that. I'd also like to thank Langley Memorial Hospital, who treated people. And I'd like everybody to know that those that were involved or affected, there is counseling available through Langley Memorial Hospital. And I hope that those that were affected by this do get help and talk to someone about it, because it is very, very important. Everybody in our community should know that this was an isolated incident as far as we know. And we are doing everything we can to help people. And I know the RCMP is doing everything they can in this investigation. And I will let them speak more to this now. Again, I just want to say to the community, we're strong. We'll get through this. We've been through lots before. We've gone through COVID the last 2 years. I know we can't necessarily compare this to that, but we need to be kinder and we need to work together. And I can see this community coming together to work through this.
This morning, Langley RCMP and the Lower Mainland Emergency Response Team responded to multiple reports of shots fired throughout the city of Langley and the Township of Langley. At this time, I can confirm that 4 people were shot by what is believed to be a lone gunman. This includes a woman near 203A Avenue and Fraser Highway, who was taken to hospital in critical condition where she remains. A deceased male who was located at Creekstone Place, another deceased male who was located at the Langley City Bus Loop near Logan and Glover Road, and a male who was shot in the leg near the Langley Bypass and 200th Street. There have also been reports that shots may have been fired into a number of closed or unoccupied businesses during the incidents. Police located the lone male suspect, who was wounded near the Langley Bypass. During our interaction with the male, police fired their weapons and fatally shot the male. The police-involved shooting is now subject to an independent investigations of British Columbia and the Office of the Independent Investigations of British Columbia. The Integrated Homicide Investigative Team, or IHIT, is now investigating the deaths and injuries to the 4 victims. During the course of the incident, a police emergency alert was issued to warn people of the threat to public safety and to stay away from areas that were affected. This alert was issued this morning after it was determined that it met the required core criteria, which are reasonable belief that there is an active threat that presents a significant risk of serious harm to members of the public. Second, the threat situation is unpredictable, evolving very, very quickly, and presents a major challenge or major challenges to initial police response, capacity to protect, contain, and interdict. And third, sufficient information is available regarding the threat and the geographic area involved to provide clear direction to the public on what action to take to stay safe. This is only the second time that the public safety alert has been issued by the RCMP in British Columbia. The first being in Vanderhoof in a shooting incident in November 2021. A subsequent alert was issued to say that the immediate threat had passed, but officers are still investigating, or were still investigating, to determine if the gunman had acted alone. While the investigation is ongoing, all indications are that there was nobody else involved, and there's no further ongoing threat to public safety, and IHIT will be continuing in this investigative track. I recognize that this type of violence, as the Mayor has just stated, in our communities is both shocking and upsetting. I'd like to assure everyone that all required police resources will be available for the investigations, and that IHIT will be working to determine why this occurred.
Following this morning's events, I spoke with Mayor BROEK of Langley City and Mayor Jack Froese of the Township of Langley, and apprised them of what had happened. They both indicated how appreciative and supportive they were of the response by Langley Detachment and the Lower Mainland Integrated Emergency Response Team. To kind of echo the message I gave to our mayors this morning, our first priority is public safety. In partnering with our integrated teams, we were able to bring this event to a successful conclusion. Something like this doesn't happen in the Lower Mainland solved by itself. We don't work in a silo. We had assistance and cooperation from just about every police agency in the Lower Mainland. Surrey responded right away with assistance at the time. Burnaby, Coquitlam, the Integrated Roads Safety Unit has sent members up to assist us at the scene. As well, I've spoken to many of our municipal police department partners, including Delta Police and Abbotsford Police, and they've offered their assistance in any way, shape, or form they need. That's very much appreciated. At this stage, the investigation is ongoing, as Chief Superintendent Bayani said. Public interaction and engagement are critical to this investigation, and we, of course, are asking anybody who might have had any information about this event to come forward.
IHIT is working in partnership with the Langley RCMP, LMD ERT, and the Integrated Forensic Identification Section and the BC Coroner Service. We're also liaising with the IIO. The scenes are being processed, and forensic examinations are underway. Identifications of the victims and suspect shooter are also underway, and we're trying to assess the linkage between the victims and the suspect. Efforts are being made to determine the scope of the shootings and confirm if the suspect was acting alone. This is an unfolding event with multiple scenes to process. We ask the public for patience, but their safety and security is paramount to us, and we ask that they keep the area clear. If anyone has any information, please call the IHIT information line, or they can email us.